Hey everyone, Primal here, although I guess you know that, so I don't know why I keep starting videos that way. With my week, I don't even know update. I know we're 3 months in though, which is I guess sort of like the quarter point, because I sort of said I'm going to give myself a year and see how it goes, but that's actually an interesting note, and something I want to talk about today, the idea of progress and timelines, right? I don't think I assumed like by the end of the year I would have achieved my goal and it's like mission accomplished. But I think there was sort of like almost a subconscious assumption that, you know, progress would just be linear and I would get where I want to be in a year and it'd be super clear what I should do. And that's not the case, right? Like in the beginning, I had really non-linear growth. Like my stream viewership started popping off and there was, I think at that time, because I had announced what I was doing and, because I worked at Riot, there's a lot of interest. And then things sort of leveled off in terms of interest there. And it's interesting, right? Because progress just doesn't happen, on an even slope, right? It doesn't happen at a consistent rate. And as much as you'd like to think, hey, if I put in the work, I'll constantly see results, that's just not how life works. And being at peace with that has been something I've sort of attained lately, but has been a struggle, I think, for the last 3 months because my stream viewership has plateaued. My YouTube viewership is increasing, which is cool. And in terms of my skill personally, like at the game, that felt like it plateaued for a while, although I do feel like finally I'm starting to lock in and get where I need to be, particularly in tournament settings. I'm starting to do pretty well. And it just shows you, right, like progress is non-linear, right? And you have to trust the process, I guess, right? And just focus on taking the actions that are supposed to grow you and trust that they'll grow you even if the signs aren't there, right? So I do think like over time I've gotten to be a better player. I think I'm a better, more skilled streamer, certainly than when I first started. But I haven't been patient with myself. I haven't been patient with the journey and understanding that, hey, look, I'm not gonna be an overnight success. Very few people are. Often someone who looks like an overnight success spent a lot of time grinding to get to the point where their success could happen in seemingly an instant, right? But all the growth happened in the 10,000 hours of whatever they were doing before to get to that point. So I'm just trying to focus on that. Overall, I'm doing really well though. I'm in a really good mental headspace. Honestly, I think one of the things that's helped is cleaning up my diet. I was eating like absolute shit for 3 months, and actually my diet has never been particularly good, but this month I decided to try going vegan for 30 days, primarily just to see how I feel. Also, I've never really thought it's ethical to eat animals. I just like eating them, so I kind of ignored it. I did discover immediately that going vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. But I used me switching diets as a catalyst to start eating healthier again and like focus on like vegetables instead of French fries, because I could have very easily just spent 30 days eating French fries. And I actually feel fantastic. Like my energy is really, really good and my mood is good as a result as well. So yeah, that's been working out pretty well and it's helped me just feel like I have the energy to do everything I need to in a day at a high level. Rather than having to push myself so much, I'm just sort of clear and feel I have energy to dispense. And it's made me feel psychologically like, okay, you're giving yourself the fuel mentally and physically to perform and really give it your all, which I think, I had sort of a hang up around feeling, hey, I'm not really being disciplined around everything that I'm doing. Like I am showing up every day, streaming every day, playing every day, making content, but I'm not really taking care of the engine, right, which is my body. So now that I'm doing that, I feel definitely better physically, but also just feel better about the fact that I'm doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. So that's awesome too. And overall, I'm kind of at the point now in this journey where it's like, look, whatever happens, happens. I'm proud of myself for trying, and I'm gonna try my best. And it's about the journey, not the destination, right? Because what I've realized I've been doing too much is asking myself whether questions, like I'm not sure whether I'm gonna succeed. If I don't succeed, what do I do instead? And focusing on like something that's 9 months away rather than just focusing on right now. The how questions, like, okay, I wanna get to this point, how do I get there? And changing those kinds of questions, the questions that you ask yourself, A, just induces a lot less anxiety because I'm focused on action, not on results. And B, well, actually does help me, focus on changing my strategy and my tactics periodically to get better at everything that I'm trying to do. So that feels good. And I think a large part of that has been just through my readings. I've been reading a lot of Tony Robbins lately. So shout out to him if you're watching. I don't know why you would ever be watching. But yeah, I'm reading his book called Awaken the Giant. It's really good. And one of the sections is about just asking better questions. Like the quality of your questions dictates the quality of your results. And what I realized is I just have this mental loop of asking myself, what am I gonna do if? What and why and whether. And those it's super repetitive, right? B, the answer to whether is I don't know. And the question to what do I do if I don't succeed is I'll be fine. But obviously it's easy to get stuck in your head and just, you realize, through like reading and meditation and stuff, just how repetitive your thoughts are, right? It's like the same loops, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm, happy, I'm excited, I'm lonely, whatever, running over and over again. And I think being mindful of that and just trying to change the internal dialogue that you have is, at least for me, has been incredibly powerful. So overall I'm doing well in terms of just like updates on the competitive side of things. So I had my best tournament finish yet in the Team Liquid qualifier. Finished top 16 out of 512, which is great. I do need to finish first out of 512, which is a tall order. And we have the last week of the Liquid qualifier coming up this Saturday, so I'm gonna do my best. And I've also been invited to participate in the Cloud9 tournament, so I'm really excited for that too. That's a much smaller tournament, so I guess statistically my chances are better, but it's really, really good players. So looking forward to that. I'm not sure when it's going to be, when my group is going to be playing, but I'll give you guys updates on Twitter and Discord and all that stuff. Hoping to crush because these are my last chances to qualify for TFT World Championship and for this season. So I'm just trying to stay focused and not dwell on whether I'm going to make it, just do everything I can to actually make it. And at the end of the day, if I don't make it, I'll be fine. Probably after July, which is basically the last month of qualifier, I'll just focus more on the streaming and content side for a bit, while still focusing on the craft of playing. But since there won't be an event that I'm trying to qualify for, I can focus more on the entertainment and education part of things. So anyway, that's it for this week's update. Happy 3 months, and thanks for watching. Peace. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. My name is That's Primal, and this is Uzi, and we are on a journey to become a professional gamer. Yes, both of us. And that means a combination of making content, streaming, and competing in tournaments. So if you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really, really does help us on our journey to make this stream a reality. And we're going to be putting out content on a regular basis that's designed to help you get better at teamfight tactics. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.